Hi, hi, hi guys, I'm Mother Damien, and for today's video, I'm gonna be talking about embarrassing stories. So we all have embarrassing stories. It just so happens that mine are pretty embarrassing. So without further ado, here is the video. Okay, so for the first story, well, when I was in pre-K, I remember that there was this one day that my teacher decided to take vegetables to class so that all of us can eat them, you know? And I remember that after eating vegetables the whole day, towards the end of the day, I was just like not having it, okay? I was like 5 years old and I was already not having it. Okay, class, make sure to eat the vegetables. How are they? Do you all like them? And there I am, eating the vegetables. Yeah, miss, I guess they're pretty good. And I remember that we were literally almost done eating the vegetables, that I took one motherfucking bite out of, I even forgot what the fuck I took a bite out of, but I took one motherfucking bite out of something, and then I fucking threw up all over the carpet in fucking pre-K. Oh my god, these are really good. For the second story, I remember that when I was in elementary, I was like in first grade, I think. I remember that there were so many presents under the tree during Christmas that I was like slowly, day by day, opening them without my parents knowing. I remember one day before school started, I was getting up and I got ready really quick and I went to the Christmas tree, right? I fucking got one of the presents that had my name on it. I remember I put it in my backpack so that I could open it at school. And then I get to school, right? I was like in first grade. I asked my teacher if I could go to the restroom, so she said yeah, and I remember that I opened my backpack so quietly and put that present under my shirt so quiet, and I remember I walked really awkwardly to the boys' bathroom. And I remember when I got into the stall, I was trying to open that shit up as quietly as possible, but it's like so impossible because I mean, you have the wrapping paper fucking crinkling with every movement of your fingers, and then you have the tape that you have to rip off. Finally, after I fucking got that shit open, I saw it. I remember I was so fucking pissed because I got a Bop It or one of those fucking old ass games that you have to like push the buttons or whatever. And then I remember, well, that was it, and then I put it back under my shirt and I walked out. And I remember I looked back because I heard footsteps behind me, and the fucking assistant principal was walking behind me and saw that I was holding some shit under my shirt. She fucking took away my toy that I fucking did not like, but it still hurt to have that shit taken away from me. For the third story, I remember freshman year that we had like a snow day, but instead of canceling school that whole day, we just had a 2-hour delay. So I remember I was walking outside to go get in the car to go to school, and I looked in on the floor, and there was like a fucking puddle, but it was complete ice. I remember I was like, oh, I can walk over it, you know, nothing's gonna happen, it's just ice. I fucking take 2 steps, I fucking slip on the ice, and I'm there on the floor with my legs sticking at an awkward angle, laughing my ass off because of how fucking stupid I was to even consider that I could walk on the floor on ice and not slip. I even tried grabbing onto the hood of the car to keep myself from slipping, but how fucking, like, now that I look back on it, I'm like, how fucking stupid was I to think that grabbing onto the hood of the car was gonna save me from falling. There's nothing to grab onto. Another embarrassing story that actually happened just like 2 months ago. At school, I had to go deliver papers with my friends, so I remember we were walking up the stairs. I don't know how I missed a step and I ended up fucking falling forward onto my knees, onto my face. I even ended up on my back, still holding onto the 2 papers that I had to go take to the classrooms. It was such a mess. I remember me and my friend could not stop laughing literally for like 30 minutes after that happened. And she still reminds me about it. And for the last story, this actually happened about 3 weeks ago, but I go running at night, every night, around my neighborhood where I live, and I have no idea how, but I was running, and next thing I know, I'm on the floor on my back, and I had my iPod in my hand, and I was like, oh my god, I can't let my iPod fall. So I remember when I was falling, I did everything in my power to keep my iPod as far away from the ground as I could. So the whole time that I was falling onto the floor, my arm was like all the way up here trying to save my iPod, which I did, but I fell so hard that my glasses flew off of my face. The warm-ups that I was in fucking ripped, and I ended up with a fucking nasty ass scab. And then I kid you not, like a whole week later, I fucking fell again onto the same leg. I still have the scar. Actually, I'm not gonna show y'all though because it's gross and y'all don't want to see that. But yeah. And that's all I have for this week's video. I hope you guys like it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Or even just give it a thumbs up because you think I'm cute, or you feel sorry for me, or because just give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Thursday, and I put them out all for you guys because I want you guys to enjoy them and laugh and get a look into the crazy life of Mother Damien. And that's all. Bye, Mother Damien loves you.